Hey everyone, how you doing? I got all your questions over the weekend from when I put out my video asking you to ask me questions, and now I'm going to answer them as the natural events of questions and answers goes. So, let's just get into this. Has been the worst start of any video in the world. Okay, let's just start as a train wreck. Okay, so first one comes from Midship Bread. Says, Macensire, do you have any tips on starting YouTube and being an amazing YouTuber like you? Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an amazing YouTuber. I don't know. I'll take the compliment. That's what I'll say. But the tips that I have is just keep doing it and start as early as you can. Because when you start off bad. Your videos are always going to be bad when you start. Trust me. Mine did. Everyone's did. You don't have to be ashamed of that. But you have to start from somewhere. So just start, keep doing it, and your style will develop over time. That's where mine started. Everyone's personal style of video develops over time. It's not going to be there right away. So you just got to keep with it, and eventually you'll find your style and just roll with it from then on. That's what I did when I found my style. I'm like, all right, I got to keep doing this, and I personally always strive to keep doing better. I always keep trying to improve on my videos, and I hope that shows. So yeah, just keep with it, man. Just start off somewhere and keep with it. Okay, just another side note. I'm going to butcher your names like you've never had them butchered before. I might do well. I don't know. We'll see. Next question comes from Snipe. It says, Macensire, how gay are you? I'm going to try and actually get some decent audio here so my voice isn't zooming in and out like a freaking toucan. So Snipe asked me, how gay are you? I am actually straight. I'm a straight white male, so the bane of the internet if you ask some people, but it's straight, and but I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality that I'm totally able to make gay jokes with my friends. It's just, in my experience, I've found that the straightest guys are usually the ones that joke about being gay. Either that or they actually are gay, both of which are fine. Just in my experience. So yeah, I'm actually not at all gay, but I will joke about being gay a lot. Next comes from Neon Lights 408. Says, why did you start doing YouTube? Well, I actually started doing YouTube because I wanted to be a comedian at first. I really liked making people laugh. It was something that really made me feel good. So I thought, hey, I'll be a comedian. And that didn't really work out because not because I tried it, but I kind of realized it wouldn't work out because I had anxieties early on in my life. And that was kind of a hindrance to me because I would get anxious if I ever went somewhere. And it's like, well, if you're a comedian, you kind of got to go places. So it just didn't really work out. That's when I found YouTube, and actually YouTube was a big part in helping me through my anxieties. I was in a very bad place at one point, and YouTube videos were just like, they were just the thing that I'd watch to feel better. I'd watch them and feel better, and I thought, this is really cool. These guys are really funny. I want to do this. I want to make people laugh, and it's perfect for me because I like being creative, and editing videos is a very creative process, and I can make people laugh from everywhere around the world, and I don't have to move my ass anywhere, so it works out great for me. So that's personally my story on why I wanted to do YouTube. Next question comes from Alfred Lind. Are you planning on making videos with friends in the future? I don't really have any other friends that I play with that do YouTube. If I do find a group of guys that are like, hey, we should make videos, then that's like, sure. Or better case scenario, if I get noticed by a popular group that are like, hey, you want to play with us? I'll probably take them up on that offer. You guys know Vanos, right? You guys know his group, kind of something like that. Oh, fuck my dog. Hold on. I'll be back. You didn't want to come in my room for like 20 hours, and then all of a sudden when I close my door to record, you're like, we want to come. What is up with you? You two are just the neediest dogs. Lay down. Go lay down. Hi. Yes, hi. You're here. I know. Okay. So, yeah, I would totally join a group if the opportunity arises, but at the moment I do kind of like doing solo recording. It's kind of my style, and I thoroughly enjoy it. All right, let's move on. Next one comes from Middlevinger Man. It says, Macensire, can I add you on PS4? I chose this one because I get this endlessly. I would love to, but I can't. PS4 has a limit on friends and friend requests, and every time I delete some requests, more and more come in. And it's not that I wouldn't. I'd love to befriend all of you, but it's just not realistic because I feel that it'd be very unfair to play with some of you and then just say, yeah, fuck you, I don't want to play with you to like the rest. So, you know, it's kind of a situation where I don't want to play with one of you if I can't play with all of you. And, you know, maybe in the future there will be some super multiplayer game where you can have everyone on the world on at the same time, in which case I'm probably going to start an army in that game, and you will all be my army people, and that's going to be the shit, and I want that game out right now, but that'll be in the future. I took that on a weird ride. All right, next question. Temmie1 commented, how old are you and where do you live? I am actually 18 and I live in Wisconsin, or if you are in some places of the world, South Canada is what some people call it. That's a term that I actually kind of enjoy because we really are. We're just South Canada. The weather is essentially the same. We kind of have part of an accent here. Some people say it's very interesting here. All right, I mean that's all that's for that question. So let's move on. Minimax Plays asks, are you going to school, college, or university? I'm actually going to college right now. I am in a 2-year technical degree in video editing. Not exactly because I'm going to use all that knowledge that I get, but it just comes with the program. You know, I'm in it for a few programs and classes like Photoshop, Illustrator, some video classes, but the rest of them just kind of come with it, but they're still fun classes. So yes, I'm going to college, just 2-year technical degree. Next question, here's the next question that I got from a few people. What is your favorite hero in Overwatch? Now I'm gonna cut this down into 3 separate sections. Who's my favorite character, like character-wise, like their story? Who's my favorite character, like who I think is the coolest and you know, who I have the most fun playing as if I'm doing good, and who my best character is, who I actually do the best as. So my favorite character lore-wise is Reinhardt. He's just like a pure human being, and I love him because he's just so cool. The hero that I find the coolest to play is Hanzo. I actually think I'm a very decent Hanzo if I get warmed up and I'm at the top of my game. But I will not play him if I know I'm not doing good that day. That's the difference between me and other shitty players. I know when to stop if I'm not doing good. And then 2 characters that I will just always 99% of the time wreck with are Junkrat and Zarya. I actually hated Zarya for a long time, but I've really gotten into her lately. And then Junkrat has always just been, to me, just the ultimate wrecking machine because my playstyle is very aggressive with him, and for some reason that works out for me. So that's all. Reinhardt's favorite character-wise. Coolest is Hanzo. Best 2 are Zarya and Junkrat. And yeah, that's that. Let's move on. Next question comes from Matthew Quirky, or Quirke. He asked, do you think Overwatch is a balanced game that will last long? Is it going to be one of your main topics on your channel? Well, apart from my botched reading of that question, I do think Overwatch is going to be a main topic. It's not going to be my only topic. By no means am I going to be doing Overwatch forever, or even right now it's not entirely my main focus. I have some Let's Plays that I'm going to put out. I'm going to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 7 or 10, whichever one is whichever one new is coming out. I'm going to do a playthrough of that, and I also I'm also doing videos on Battlefield 1 at the moment. So it's going to be a main topic, one of many. And as far as will it last long, I believe it is. It's like Team Fortress 2. That game is, even Team Fortress 2 is still a relevant game. So Overwatch is going to be here for a long time. And as far as it goes for balancing, I do believe Overwatch is definitely on the more balanced side of games. You're never going to be able to get a completely balanced game. That's just not realistic. You're never going to be able to have a game that is 100% balanced. But as far as games go, this is extremely polished. Blizzard did a great job, and they're doing a great job on balancing stuff out. All right, next question. Let's move on. From OM1 or OM1 or OMI, I don't know, but he's got a shaggy upside down whatever. I can't talk. Sorry. What is your let's just read this question. Holy shit. What was your first video on YouTube? My first video was just a round of The Last of Us multiplayer. That was the first video I've ever done on YouTube. I just recorded myself playing a match of that and put it out there. It was on a crappy laptop recorded with crappy audio quality, crappy gameplay. That was like mid-puberty, I think. So it was like, hey guys, how are you doing? So it was not the best, but I still keep it there. It's still there. I can guarantee you, if you dig deep into my YouTube channel, you can find it. It is still there, and I am proud to have that there because I think it's a very big symbol of where I came from. I may delete a bunch of my first ever videos, but I'm always going to be keeping my very first video down there because it's a big symbol of where I came from and, you know, how far I've gotten. I think that's a very big thing. All right, next question. Okay, let's move on. I'll quick hit Shrek. Next question. Do you love me? Sure. From Dana. Yes, I love you. Maybe been a little weird. Maybe I could have said that a little less creepily, but whatever. Next one from Doug Helka. Says, I have two questions. The first being, what are your plans with your channel? And two, will you ever branch out of FPS types? Love the vids. Yes, I plan to branch out of it. I mean, it's not that I won't be playing these. I will be playing FPSs, but I'll be playing a lot more. You know, it's just that right now Overwatch is a very fun game to play and very fun to make videos on, so I like doing that. Any video that gets good responses and that I'm good at and I enjoy, I'll probably be making videos on. So it will not always just be FPS. In fact, right now I have a video that I'm working on in One Finger Death Punch. That's a non-first person shooter game, and I'm gonna do, like I said, a playthrough of Resident Evil, the new one when that comes out. And as far as the first part, what are the plans with my channel? Just keep doing what I'm doing. If my plan works out, at some point in time, I will be able to do YouTube fully. That will be my job, and that is my big dream. That is my dream. Once I can fully support myself on YouTube, I will be the happiest guy alive. That is my biggest dream, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me in every way you can, and it is just amazing that you guys enjoy my content as much as you do. So that's my plan. All right, next one. Let's move on. From Paterkey Beard, you got too many Y's, and I'm sorry, but you have a few too many Y's in your name for me to pronounce properly. What do you think is the best way to counter Maze? Holy water. Holy water, lots of it. Either that or just have your whole team focus on nothing but pummeling the Mei to death as she exits her spawn. It doesn't matter if you lose the objective in the game. If you can spawn kill the Mei every time she gets out of her spawn in a way that she's not able to have any fun, that's a win for me. That is a win for me in every single way. Just beat the shit out of the Mei so that she can't have any fun, and you win. And that's how you counter it too. All right, these guys. You got memes, and Ark commented, do you meme, and what is your favorite meme? Oh, I like memes, and I look at memes, but I do not create them. I don't meme, but I look at them, and I enjoy them. And as far as a favorite meme, I do not have one. I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to memes. I like all memes equally. I'm trying to think of how to close that question out, but there's really no way to close that out. That's just the answer that I have. All right, next question. Real MVP commented, do you like dogs or carps? If you know what I mean. I like dogs and cats. I have 3 dogs, and I actually enjoy dogs more than cats, but I do not dislike cats by any means. I'm not like, fuck you cats, and like kick them when they like come across my path. I'm just like, hey, a cat. You know, I like cats and dogs. Yeah, that's that. Next question comes from Purely Pixelated. Where did you kill for the first time, and what motivated you to keep killing? I think when I chose this question, I think I for some reason thought they were asking about like what first-person shooter did I first kill somebody in or something like that. But now that I reread it, I think they meant in real life, and I have not killed anybody, nor do I want to. Unless they're Hitler. If they're Hitler, they can die, but I have not killed anybody in this life, nor do I plan to. Next question from that grim topic of ours. The Lucky Queen commented, not sure if you answered this before, but who is your favorite Overwatch character to play? I've already answered that, and favorite to play is probably Hanzo, although Zarya is growing on me. Turtle, what's your favorite color? I was about to say, who's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? This one. I don't have it off the top of my mind. That probably takes a long time to think about, so I'll just put it right here and we'll call it a day, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Next question. Comes from Lunantic, commented, who's your favorite? Oh, I answered that. Next one. Drew Badger does, how does it feel to all of a sudden go from 96 subscribers to almost 3,500 in a month? For you, it was 96 to 3,500. For me, I was stuck at 18 subscribers for a long time. And then all of a sudden, I was at like 21. And then I'm like, oh, what the heck? I looked at one of my videos, and that was actually the first friendly Roadhog challenge. And it was at like 81 views, which was huge for me. I'm like, oh my God. And then it just kept going and snowballing. And for me personally, that big jump in subs from like 18 to 4,000 in like a month or two was huge. It just made me happy. I'm like, oh my God, people are actually liking this. I don't know why. There may be something wrong with them, but they actually enjoy my content. Which is that's just my reaction. My first was like, are these people sane? Because I was a little harsh on myself when I first started doing videos, and then people are like, no, your videos are actually good. And since then, I've been able to kind of look at my work and be like, yeah, it is kind of good. I kind of like it. I think it's important to have confidence in your work and say it is good, but it can always be better. To an extent. You don't want to be a perfectionist, but I always try and keep improving, but I also can sit back and go, yeah, I do good work. I like it. All right. Second Night commented, what are your thoughts on Sombra? She's thick, right? Yes, Sombra is thick. Blizzard has done a very good job on making all the female butts look nice. But the ass no one talks about is Roadhogs. I'm sorry, but that is the best ass in the game by far, hands down. No Genji, no Sombra, Tracer, Widowmaker, get out of here. It's that thick piggy's ass, okay? Don't you tell me otherwise. And my thoughts on Sombra, I think game-wise, because I think you were just going after her butt, but I'm going to take this on a different course and say gameplay-wise, I think she's fine. I do kind of feel like she gets her ult a little fast, though. I don't know, that's just me. Overpro 2005 commented, what will you do if you hit 1 million subs? Q&A. Well, probably do a Q&A, but what I plan to do is a lot of people will do like a few things for 1 million subs. What I plan to do is I'll hit 1 million subs, and I'll put out regular videos at a standard increment, but what I'll do is I'll save up videos, like I'll make 3 or 4 videos even, just kind of special videos for you guys, and instead of releasing them after 1 million subs, I'll release them all on the same day. So maybe a few days after I hit 1 million that you'll get the 1 million sub celebration, but I'll release a bunch of content for you guys at the same time, and I feel like you guys will really get that, kind of like a big party of videos. That's what I plan to do. Next question comes from Mr. S Gaming. What did you do before YouTube? So before YouTube, I was in high school, and what I did there is I worked at a bakery. So I was getting up at like 6 o'clock, 7, sometimes even 4:30 in the morning, going in and working at a bakery, and it was awesome. I loved it. I gained like 10 pounds when I first started working there, and then I dropped a bunch of weight, and and then I dropped 10 pounds. That was good, but I worked at a bakery. That's what I did, and it was fun, and it was hard work, but it was a local place, so that made it a lot better. Always, your first job should always be at a local place, I feel, because there's not like that chain of managers that shits on you at the bottom when you're a lonely worker. There's actually like a boss and a person that actually cares about you and stuff. That's just my experience. Now, next question comes from this guy. Now, I'm not sure what he was drinking or what he was on, but he just shat out questions. When will you do I'll just answer these all really quick. When will you do Sexy Junkrat again? Soon. Where did you get the name Macensire? That was one of my best friends, his oldest brother. came up with the name of a restaurant for me because I wanted to be a chef at one time. And he's like, Chef Macensire. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll use that name. And next one is it hard to do YouTube? Yes, it's hard, but it's very rewarding. And the thing is I don't find it hard because I like doing it. It's something that I enjoy doing. So that's what's really nice is I like doing this job. And so it's not really hard for me, but if you're like not passionate about it, it may be hard for you. I mean, it is hard work, but I don't personally think about it like that. I think about it as like, I like doing this, even if it takes a while to do. Yeah. Will you play other games too in the future? Yes, I do plan to. What's your favorite character to troll with? And best characters are Zarya and Junkrat. Best character to troll with, May, I'd say. And do you sometimes play with fans? I'd like to at some point if I can maybe arrange that. I'm not 100% sure yet. And our final question of the day comes from Ethan Henry Tarragorn. What's your favorite game? Okay, so here we go. Let's just get into this. I have a few favorite games at the moment, the top of my list, and the ones that I thoroughly enjoy, and I'm going to state them here. Favorite first-person shooter? Actually, Overwatch at the moment. Favorite old retro game? Actually, favorite nostalgic game that I feel nostalgic about is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I love that game. That is such a nostalgic feeling when I play that game, and I'm going to do a playthrough on that sometime in my channel. Favorite kind of indie game almost is One Finger Death Punch. That's a very fun action game. Favorite Nintendo title is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and I love that. And I think that's it. There's probably a few more. Favorite open world game, probably Fallout 4. I really enjoy that. So yeah, there's a bunch more of my favorite games for different topics, but that's really it. The Fallout 4, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and One Finger Death Punch. Favorite ones. Anyways, that'll do it for me today. I'm so grateful that all of you sent in such good questions. They were really fun to look at. They were really fun to answer. I really enjoy you guys actually doing this. I like that you guys are so engaged, and I sincerely appreciate it once again. Anyways, that'll do it for me today, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. But until then, take it easy. Bye-bye.